Hey guys, what's happening? I hope everyone is having a good New Year so far. And we are going to take a look at the energy that you guys may be having. Not bad energy. So we have healing. You could be in this phase, where you're letting go of a lot of things. You're trying to get enlightenment. You could be dealing with a certain phase of healing. This could be spiritually. It could be physically. Even emotionally, you could be dealing with going into a new place. Sometimes we tend to hold on to things that we shouldn't, and emotionally, and it affects our bodies. So you just could be in this energy where you're really just learning to let things go and not hold on to things anymore. Whatever the case is, we have healing as the overall energy. And healing actually could just be this phase of the energy that you need to be in if you aren't. So we're going to see why we have healing. What is the collective dealing with? Why is healing here? Maybe some of you are healing from dealing with a situation where you weren't being talked about very well. Maybe there was some conversation going around that you may have heard about, or you may know, you may be aware of. And it may not feel good, and it could be concerning your family or those that are close to you. This also could be something that you may have been waiting for, the healing to take place. It could be, that there's some things that happened that may have even been out of your control when it comes to your family or the situation. There could be some distance even between you and those that you are dealing with when it comes to this situation. And it could be affecting your money, your flow. Or I mean it in the way like this, like, not to say that your money flow is not happening, but you could be working to avoid dealing with the healing. Or that actually could be a source for you of healing. You could be doing that in your way of working. Maybe you've changed your line of work so that you can get into work where you are being more helpful. You are going into like a place where you feel that this is your purpose, something with your life calling. But I definitely feel with this energy that, coming into a new phase, that this may be something that you cannot avoid, and maybe you've been hoping for some really good news or trying to find a creative way to be able to deal with how you go into healing. Looking at the power of the mind, I've heard of situations, and I've actually seen some things where people have been given these so-called sentences by doctors where they say, maybe you'll never walk, or, this person is just going to be like in a coma or whatever. And some creative energy comes through that would change the situation and allow you to heal I know the one guy that's very popular, Joe Dispenza, he talks about how he used to ride a bike, and I believe he got hit by a car and shattered his whole vertebrae, and was told that he either shattered the whole vertebrae or a high percentage of it, and was told that he would never walk again. And he laid in the bed and he started to go into this meditation. Now, this is not something that he initially was already into. This is something that he started to do, where he started to actually visualize his vertebrae, every vertebrae, and seeing it aligned, and using the power of his mind to heal his body. And now he's walking, he's up. He actually talks about these different things, different, how the mind can, how it's more powerful than what we actually know, or more powerful than most believe. But there are so many different creative ways that you could have, and you could be receiving this information or looking for information on different ways that you could have healing that go outside of possibly your normal belief system. And it also could go against some of the values that your family has in regards to the way that they believe or how you've been raised. And this also could be something where the foundation or the stability of your household could be in jeopardy because you may be in a place that needs healing. Broken homes, are affected because there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. And now we're coming into an age where, I don't know if I want to use those. We're coming into an age where things are changing and people are becoming more aware. There's this sense of awakening happening within everyone, and we're not just doing things by the old standard of how things have been done for years. We're going into a place where now there's new information, or there's old information that is coming, that people are allowing themselves to be open to. And so when it comes to these different aspects of looking at the foundation of your beliefs, the foundation of things that you care about and like to celebrate, you may be celebrating new ways that you found when it comes to healing. Doing things in a different way that really may go against the grain of how you were raised, but these are things that you can look forward to. If someone is giving you some information that can, and you may have to travel to do it, but if someone is giving you some information, in regards to healing using Western medicine, old ancient medicine, these can all be different aspects that you can use that can help you when it comes to healing. I feel like more people than ever now are trying to get into this whole thing of meditating, and understanding how to meditate. It's not anything that's difficult. There's so many different ways and forms of being able to do it, and it helps to create this sense of balance within yourself, but it all can aid to your healing. I feel like the more people become aware, the more healing takes place within you, the more healing takes place in our world, and we can all kind of start to come together, band together, and help each other when it comes to this process. So this is something that is enriching. This is something that you, again, may want to get into when it comes to a source of work. It could be your new line of work that you get into. I know for myself, being in the mental health, I don't want to say industry, but sector of work, growing up with being around mentally ill people, it tended to kind of be something that I got into, but I can't say that that's actually the reason why. I feel like there's just something in me that was in the stars for me to be a healer. So you could actually be looking at this as a form of work. um, because it's something that you feel like, you're just called to do. This could be something that you may have to travel for. And if there is any kind of distance between you and possibly a school, or you and your family, this is something that may need to be healed. Bringing that distance between the two of you together, whoever. But there has to be this aspect of healing that takes place. And I also feel like when it comes to healing, there's different forms of healing that you can do. There's distance healing that you can do energetically. There's also this other way where you're not using energy, but you're using I'm not going to say this correctly, the meridian lines of the world. That's like a form of reconnection that can help you to have healing. I've done forms of distance healing. I've done it with a friend. I need to continue to do it, where I tend to take myself in the evening or in the morning, and I get quiet, I get still. And what I would do is I would envision myself inside that person, and I would see out of their eyes. The friend of mine is legally blind, and they live in Jamaica. And I was told that the left eye was worse than the right eye. I only discovered that after going through the process and then waking up the next day with having so much coal or sleep or whatever come out of my eyes. And that's not even normal for me. Like, I don't get coal and sleep that comes out of my eyes. This happened after I was doing the work. But so much was coming out of my left eye that I was like asking, the next day, I said, well, is your left eye by chance worse than your right eye? And he was like, yeah. How did you know? And I said, well, because when I was doing the energy work, or going through my process, when I woke up this morning, this eye I could barely open. I literally had to peel my eye open and, take all of the stuff out of my eye. And so my body became that portal in which the sickness started to come out. And some of the, vision started to clear up. But it's something that I needed to continue to do for full recovery. But again, it's one of those things where you can get word where you discover these new forms of healing that may go against what you are used to, what you heard about, what your family has, ingrained in you from the time that you were young. And so there could be, again, distance between you and someone else. There's different forms of distance healing that people do, even on YouTube. If you tune into that energy. And like I said, there may be some traveling involved. You may be someone who travels within the sector of healing. But in any case, this is the overall energy. So you could be at the beginning of your healing journey. This could even be if you, broke up with someone and now you're trying to take control of yourself and go through doing some healing work. This could be any form of healing. Healing yourself, healing your family, healing relationships, your friends, different things like that. But the energy of healing is the overall energy. So I would advise that you would take a look at that seriously. And if you aren't doing any kind of healing work, it may be time for you to get into starting to take a serious look at it. Anyhow, that is the message. And I hope that there was something in there that resonated for you guys. If so, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And hit your notification bell so you know the next time that I am on here. I am So happy that you guys came to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. And until the next time, as always, peace, love, and light.